Good day, my friends, and welcome back to Vocabulary Test Building in Blackboard Learn. Today, we're going to be looking at Video 7, Adaptive Release. Now, to do adaptive release is fairly simple. We only require Blackboard, a surplus of patience, and a little bit of creativity in how we design our tests and activities in Blackboard. A method we've been using at the Men's College this year has been chaining tests together. This has allowed us to help build up endurance so that students unfamiliar with longer tests have a chance to become stronger in the final exam. To prepare for this, you'll need to build several tests into your Blackboard Learn, and I refer you back to video 5 to do this. You'll essentially be repeating these steps for each test that you want to make. Back in my demonstration content area, I have my test, my full test. I'm going to add 2 more tests very quickly. And there I go. I have my 3 tests. I've got Cycle 5 Week 1, 1 to 10, Cycle 5 Week 1, 11 to 20, and Cycle 5 Week 1 full vocab practice. And as you can see, the students will be able to access all of those tests as they are right now. I'm going to change that. My first test, the first test I want them to do, will be Cycle 5 Week 1, 1 to 10. I might change that title later, but that's going to be my first one, and that's going to stay right there. I'm going to go to my second test, and I'm going to click the arrow beside it. I'm going to select Adaptive Release. Now, Adaptive Release allows you several options for how you want to combine these items. My method is to go to Grade and select a Grade Center column. I look for the first test, which is Cycle 5, Week 1, 1 to 10. Remember, I'm in Cycle 5, Week 1, 11 to 20. I've selected the first test's grade column. I leave that alone. I want to select the condition of a score. I want them to get a certain score before the second test opens. So I'm going to click percent greater than or equal to 80%. I want them to get 80% on the first test before the second one opens. And I click Submit. And now, look there, Cycle 5, Week 1, 11 to 20 is enabled, but it's adaptive release. And what that means is, when the students open this folder in their Blackboard, they will only see these 2 options. They won't see this one until they've scored 80% or more on this test. Now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to select Adaptive Release. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to select my second test, Cycle 5, Week 1, 11 to 20. I select percent. I change it to greater than or equal to. I'm selecting 80%. Make sure you select greater than or equal to, or if you accidentally choose less than, any score will allow them in. And Submit. And now my full vocab practice is enabled for adaptive release, and they won't see that until they've finished the second test. So now on their blackboard, the only thing they will see is this. If they get 80% here, this becomes available. And if they get 80% here, this becomes available. And that is how we chain our tests together. This is where creativity comes into play on Blackboard. If you wish, you can select other content, items, files, build that in, and set an adaptive release for that as well. You may want to look into the advanced options in adaptive release, but for this methodology you don't need that. You're now done. Your test is in the right spot. It's deployed. It's ready to go. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below, and I will do my best to get back to them. Good luck and good testing.